Hello friends, Kenny with Lakota Leathers here. Nice to have you along. We've got a short tutorial here on how to install one of our resonator type guitar straps. Unfortunately, I don't own a resonator guitar, so we're going to have to make do with my acoustic guitar, but these straps here are actually used quite frequently for folks with acoustic or electric guitars that don't have a second strap button. They just have the one strap button on the back side of their instrument, and they don't have a strap button down here. So to get started, we'll just take a look at the strap first of all. What I have here is a 2-inch version of our resonator guitar straps. They're available in 4 colors, which you can find on the website, and available in 2-inch or 3-inch. Most resonator guitar players who play a square neck resonator guitar prefer a 3-inch strap. It adds a little more comfort, a little more support to your back when you're standing up, and just a little bit more comfortable all the way around. Nothing wrong with a 2-inch strap. 2-inch strap is, quite honestly, that's what I use when I'm playing. It's just fine. It's just really whatever suits you. But anyhow, the strap itself consists of 3 sections. It consists of the headstock connector, the tail section, and the main body. The main body is 36 inches. It is adjustable on the back side. It has a series of 5 oblong holes. You can remove the tail section and move it up and down. And it has 5 holes in the tail section itself, which is similar to most guitar straps out there. You just simply plug it into your tail piece strap button and get it nice and secure, and away you go. And there's nothing to that. Now the front section is different than most. What it has, 3 oblong holes that the headstock connector weaves into. These are non-adjustable. You just leave that the way it comes. Now what is adjustable on this is these holes here. You have a series of 2 holes about halfway up the headstock connector, and then at the back side you have a series of 4 holes. These 4 holes here are going to come back in to these 2, and you're going to place a Chicago screw, 2 of them, up here, so it's going to end up looking like snaps basically. They're not snaps, but that's what they're going to look like. What you do with this section here on a resonator guitar or acoustic guitar, and an acoustic guitar that doesn't have a very tall nut such as my guitar, you'd need to remove the strings or at least loosen them. And you're going to slide the end of the headstock connector under the strings. On a square neck resonator guitar, you're going to have that much clearance, so there's not going to be any problem. On an acoustic or electric guitar, if you don't have a lot of clearance, you're going to have to loosen your strings, put the strap under there, and bring it back around. People ask us from time to time, will that hurt the sound? Will it affect the sound? Actually, it will affect the sound in a positive way. What this will basically do, if you have a low nut, when you cinch you tighten your strings back up, the leather is going to back behind the nut, is effectively going to reduce the overtones of your instrument. So that's a very positive thing. And a lot of mandolin players, you'll notice, will have a piece of leather behind their strings here to reduce overtones without even having a strap there. So that's a very good thing to have happen. And then what you have, these 2 pieces of leather underneath the nut here, underneath the string rather, you're going to line these 2 holes up, like I said before, with the holes in the back. Each of the Dobro or resonator guitar straps, commonly referred to as a Dobro, which is a trademark of Gibson Corporation, by the way. They own the rights to the name Dobro. This here is the way we connect ours. Each one comes with 2 sets of Chicago screws. The Chicago screw, the front part looks like a snap. The back side is a very tiny 1/4-inch screw. So what you do is you place the top part of the screw, the snap looking part, and you line it up with holes on the back side. You simply take your screw and you screw it in. Now when you get this where you want it, what you might want to do is pull the screw out, put a dab of clear fingernail polish down into female end, the snap part of the Chicago screw, and then what you do is you put the screw end back in, and you will have a nice secure strap that has very little chance of the screws backing out. We're very stressful here about having a secure connection for your instrument. We know how expensive instruments can get, and even if you have a relatively inexpensive instrument, if you have a beginner instrument, you still don't want the thing crashing to the floor. So a lot of resonator guitar straps will have what is commonly referred to as a quick disconnect. It's you see those on dog collars, you see those on pieces of luggage, and it's two plastic pieces that clip together. Those plastic pieces have a number of drawbacks, in my opinion. The first thing is that they can fail, and if they fail, it's a catastrophe, especially if you're putting weight down with a slide bar on your resonator guitar and you're pushing down on that, and if that quick disconnect was to fail, your instrument will go crashing to the ground. I know of one particular case that happened actually on the stage of the Grand Ole Opry with a professional resonator player had his guitar go crashing to the floor, and it wasn't pretty, and we don't recommend it. Now, you can buy those. You can attach them to the end of our strap and have that plastic piece dangling off your resonator guitar strap if you so choose, and you can quick disconnect all day long. It's not something we recommend. Putting these two little screws in here, what you've done is you've had the first one, which is doing all the work, and the second one is backup for security. And having that type of connector lends itself to, yeah, you'd have to unscrew them every time you wanted to take the strap off. But the nice part about that is our straps, the material that they're made out of, the bison leather being as soft and supple as it is, all you have to do is you unhook the back part of your strap, and when you're getting ready to put your guitar in its case, you simply roll up your strap, lay the instrument in its case, plop that right underneath the headstock, and you should have plenty of room in your case for that, and it never has to come off your instrument. If you have to have a quick disconnect, like I say, they're available on the open market, but I choose not to sell those with our straps because I do not want to put my faith into a piece of plastic made in a foreign country around your $4,000 or $5,000 or $400 or $500 instrument. So that being said, if you have any questions about our straps or just want to say hi, feel free to give us a call, shoot us an email. We'll be happy to answer any questions. Anything we can to help you out. We're pickers ourselves. We're musicians, and we know how important it is to have something that's comfortable, reliable, and safe for your instrument, and something that's going to be with you for a very long time. These straps, my first buffalo leather banjo strap I had on my personal instrument, I've still got it and had it over 25 years. Bison leather is virtually indestructible. All our straps are 100% guaranteed. If you have any problems, issues, whatever, we will gladly refund your money. And other than that, I'd just like to say happy picking. Glad you stopped by. Check out our other videos. And without further ado, thank you for coming.